Hello, everyone. My name is Imran. I'm the sales and marketing specialist at Ubrik. We also have George here with us, who is our resident HubSpot specialist. And today we're going to conduct our very first webinar using HubSpot and WhatsApp together, the 2025 guide. So over the course of this webinar, we will try to understand how do businesses or institution manage these two platforms? How do you manage your comms with your leads? How to improve retention? How do you get your sales team to execute a sale on time? All this and more will be discussed today, and George will walk you through the integration of these two platforms and how to leverage it to its fullest potential. So, over to you, George.
Thank you so much, Imran. Nice to be here. I'm super excited to be part of this amazing session with the Ubrik team. A quick introduction. My name is George. I am a HubSpot automation specialist with 4 years of experience helping businesses scale their marketing, sales, and customer success using HubSpot. In this session, right, I would love to explore this topic that is gaining momentum across the industry in 2025 and how to use HubSpot and WhatsApp together to drive better engagement, faster conversion, and a stronger customer relationship. So what I'll be covering, touch base on why WhatsApp is a powerful tool today in the digital ecosystem, how HubSpot integrates with WhatsApp, both natively and the third-party tool, real-world example across marketing, sales, and service, integration options, the pros and the cons, and finally some best tips, right? So let's begin. WhatsApp today is not just the messaging app. It's where customers expect to hear from you. Currently, over 2.8 billion monthly active users are on HubSpot on WhatsApp, and 98% open rates with an average reply time of 90 seconds, which is a huge number we're looking at here when it comes to statistics and performance in the marketing world. But here's the challenge. WhatsApp isn't naturally built for CRMs or marketing automation tools, right? That's why combining WhatsApp with HubSpot is so powerful. With this combination, right, you can trigger WhatsApp messages from workflows, log conversations in contacts, improve the timeline of how conversations happen and execution, automates follow-ups, and reroute inquiries to the right people, all without switching platforms, right? So these are unique features that you can get with the combination of these two platforms, where you have an excellent CRM just like HubSpot, and you have a widely used social media account like WhatsApp. Combining these two, you get to have a massive, successful performance, right? So now let's talk about the different use cases applicable in real life situation. For me, there are 3 primary ways businesses are using WhatsApp and HubSpot to drive results, right? We have marketing engagement, sales conversion, and customer service automation. I'll be diving a bit into these 3 primary ways. For the marketing, email inboxing is currently saturated and is not given the numbers that any marketing team is looking for. But with WhatsApp, it cuts across all the noise and delivers the numbers you want. With HubSpot, you can trigger a WhatsApp message after a form submission, an ebook download, or a newsletter sign up, right? You can personalize it using tokens like first name or event name and company names and every other information that you can save in your CRM database. You can set up multi-step nurturing flow using WhatsApp instead of the emails. Again, with WhatsApp, you get to have high engagement, quick reply time for customers. So no longer using email in carrying out such engagements in terms of improving on your engagement, WhatsApp is the ideal way in going about that. Now, for the second aspect, which is the sales use case, sales team in businesses or institutions use WhatsApp to reduce lag between interest and contacts, right? So HubSpot lets you notify reps in real time when a lead converts. It auto sends personalized WhatsApp messages with meeting links or documents that are required to move the sales process to the next step. It logs all chats in your contact record when properly integrated between the two systems, which allows perfect transparency in the whole team or organization. So an example is a SaaS company added WhatsApp in their MQL workflow. As such results, deal velocity will increase by 30% or more, and no-show rate drops by 40% or less. So this is an ideal process that helps the sales team to meet their goals on time and improve sales performance in the organization, right? So the next bit we're going to touch base on is the service, right? So customer service use case is a seamless real-time support. With WhatsApp, it is a perfect proactive and human support with the help of HubSpot. You can automate tickets updates, onboarding checklists, or sending all kinds of reminders to team members. You can reroute chats that are channeled or present on your different platforms to specific agents in your team based on a workflow that you have set up on HubSpot. You can log messages and trigger survey CSAT or NPS to get your customers' thoughts about the service or the products that they're getting from your business. Another example I can give in such situation is an e-commerce brand sent a post-purchase, how do we do message, WhatsApp message, right? The result is the response rate jumps up to 45% or more if it's email, but with WhatsApp, it goes all the way to 70% or more, improving support and retention, right? So that is the different use cases that you can experience with the combination of these two powerful systems, right? This, in all cases, it delivers an immediate ROI and long-term engagement, all powered with just this two. So I'll be moving on to a section on this where we will be discussing more on the integration bits, right? So let's talk about the setup, right? HubSpot has the native as well as the third-party integration, right? For the native integration, HubSpot offers an integration that for the marketing hub professional and enterprise, a service professional and enterprise, which some of the key features in the native integration is you can easily connect your WhatsApp business account to the HubSpot conversation inbox, right? Without no codes, it's a plug and play situation, just like how you get to install apps on your phone or your computer, right? You can send and receive messages directly within HubSpot, and as well as log this to the respective contacts, right? Another feature is it triggers WhatsApp messages using workflow. So if you have a scenario where you have a group of contacts coming in through a specific form or a specific channel, or you categorize contact based on their life cycle stage or the lead scoring, you can have a tailored email, WhatsApp message that will be delivered to this group of people, which at the end of the day improves the engagement rate because you are sending the right message to the right time. And finally, using message templates to initiate chat outside of the 24 hours. So Meta has this rule that you have to initiate any conversation initiated within 24 hours allows you to have conversation with that customer within that time frame. Outside of that, you need an initiating template message that will be approved by Meta to start the conversation again. So that make with HubSpot, it has made it super easy to have this all completed and actioned in there. So the next bit I'll be discussing will be the third-party app, right? So which is organizations that have created applications that allow you to do more than what the native integration offers in HubSpot, right? So if you need advanced automation, chatbots, analytics, or multi-channel supports, I believe I have a list of some of the best third-party tools out there that any business or any institution can use, right? The first one I have on my list is Wati. Wati is one of the best. You have a shared inbox that allows your team to have inbox where all communications can trickle into, and team members can message or leads with one central inbox in there, right? You have Automation Builder, right? It takes away the future that HubSpot has in building out automation. With that in Wati, you can create such automation to determine what kind of message or what kind of actions go out based on certain triggers. Another key feature Wati has is the chat setup, right? This is a feature that is not present with the native, but with a third-party integration, you have the availability of creating a chatbot setup, which allows you to have conversations with visitors, customers, or leads on your landing pages, on your website, where information can be collected and as well passed over to HubSpot because of that integration. You can also have integration level with Zapier or API supports with HubSpot's workflow. So the Wati for me, I believe, is best for non-technical teams running support or campaign-based messages, right? The next bit is the 360 dialogue official WhatsApp business API, right? This is flexible when used with Zapier or make any of these automation platforms, or you can actually do a direct API connection with HubSpot to get more features out of it. For this, I believe it also offers every other feature that Wati offers, right? And this third-party app is best for tech-savvy teams where they are looking at building custom logic and scalable. The next is Twilio, right? Fully programmable WhatsApp API platform. It allows deep customization via code. And I will always suggest this if your process is led by developer teams that need like complete control and also looking at level of scalability, right? The next is Respond.io, an omni-channel messaging platform, right? With WhatsApp, Instagram, and more. Also include analytics, chatbots, and native HubSpot integration. I will suggest this a third-party tool be used for mid to large teams, which need a unified. The next is Rasael, right? Rasael. It's fairly new compared to the, other competitors. It's a platform that helps in team routing, right? It helps with ticket updates where you get to create tickets, inquiries coming through WhatsApp, and it's being translated, or tickets are being created to represent those inquiries or questions, always synced to the HubSpot system, right? This tool is best if your team is into support or who wants a clean interface and a smart way of assigning tickets or inquiries to their team members. Last but not the least, which is one of my favorites, is the Gala Box, right? I have used this tool a lot for a lot of clients. And I feel this for me is the best. It's a no-code WhatsApp platform with HubSpot contacts and deal syncing, right? It has its own workflow trigger WhatsApp messages, so you can actually trigger WhatsApp messages on HubSpot to be sent out through Galabox, right? It also has a shared inbox, and it also looks at the campaign analytics. So you can create all kinds of campaigns, and it will track that and report on the performance of each analytics. So I will recommend this for teams who want full WhatsApp functionality inside HubSpot without coding, right? You can even combine both approaches. You can use the native and the basic automation for any of these third-party apps just to get an advanced level of setup to meet your requirements, right? So with all this being said, right, what are your expectations in having these two powerful systems combined together, right? So with working with WhatsApp and HubSpot setup, you are expected to have a huge lifts between 35 to 50% in your lead conversion rates, right? You have definitely a faster response time, which again will improve the velocity, the sales velocity within your sales team. You have higher customer satisfaction, while with proactive and personal support, knowing that leads are being rerouted to the right types of people, as well as reviews are being taken from the level of WhatsApp to identify what customer believe or think about your business or your service. A great way to gather such information. And finally, you get to complete CRM visibility, like within all your WhatsApp history within HubSpot timeline. So every conversations that you've had, every back and forth comes, you get to find that saved within the respective contact records on HubSpot. This isn't just about messaging. It's about measurable business impacts, right? So as I quickly wrap up, right, I would like to share some practical best practices that will help you get the most out of your WhatsApp and HubSpot integration. These tips are based on what I have seen, and I have worked across businesses and institutions in real time in different industries and different campaigns, right? The first, I believe, will be always get your opt-in. Don't skip. This is very important. Before messaging anyone, once you've done your integration between HubSpot, and you need to have the legal and strategical implementation done, right? Both the legal and strategical has to be clear, documented, and provided for the visitors to actually give consent that they will be receiving such messages on their WhatsApp accounts. Meta has strict rules, right, to protect users from spam. So if you in any way violate them, your WhatsApp business account can definitely get blocked, or you will be restricted to certain features or processes. So for me, I feel the best practice is add a WhatsApp opt-in checkbox to your forms on HubSpot. Clear, positive languages like, yes, contact me via WhatsApp for any updates, right? Such statement need to be visible and clear in any form of lead generation channel that you have, right? So this is not only keeping your compliance, right, but also improve response rates because your audience know what to expect, right? So the next tip I'd love to share with you is respect the 24 hours message window, right? This rule has always been there when using a business account on WhatsApp and you are sending out WhatsApp messages to a large number of users. WhatsApp only allows free form messages within 24 hours of your user last reply. So outside that window, you must use pre-approved message templates, which can be created on the native WhatsApp integration as well as on the third-party apps. So this needs to be reviewed and approved by Meta, right? So what this means in HubSpot is plan reminders or reactivate campaigns with templates ready to use on either your native or as well as your third-party app, right? So this ensures your messages go through without any disruption and keeps your engagement flowing, right? So the next is segmentation. right? Segmenting your audience, no blast, right? WhatsApp messages as conversational channels, not as a mass blasting platform, right? Unlike emails, WhatsApp is highly personal. People expect relevance timing. So if you send generic messages to everyone, it feels intrusive. So tips on this is, I believe, use HubSpot smart lists and filters to segment by lifecycle stage, last activities or product interests or anything like that that will determine a group of people who should receive a particular kind of message. Again, avoid sending one size fits all messages, right? You need to always tailor your messages to meet the audience that you want to reach out to. Prioritize real time, contextual use, and which is like post sign up, deal progress, or support triggers. All this will be a trigger for such messages to be sent out. So once an activity has been done or actioned, real-time messaging will be ideal in such situation, and WhatsApp is perfectly well for such action to be carried out. So the next is use personalization token and human tone, right? So a lot of agencies and a lot of businesses, organizations tend to just send out messages that are kind of robotic and not in any way interesting to the customers. So WhatsApp messages should feel like real conversation, not system alerts, right? So HubSpot lets you insert personalization token, like again, the first name, product name, next appointment date. All this information can be used in your WhatsApp messages, right? Even small personalization increases response rates significantly. And it keeps it light, warm, and humanly once such messages have been sent out. So the next tip is set fallback channels to workflows. So not everyone will see or reply to your WhatsApp messages. So you always build a fallback logic into your workflow. So when they do open or reply, or if they do not open or reply any of your messages, you can always have a way to an automation that triggers when such action is done, that sends out a message. So example is, if a WhatsApp delivery fails, you can send an email or create a task for the sales rep, so they are aware that such contact did not receive this email, or there was an issue with the message being delivered, right? So, or if no response after maybe 2 days, through an automation can trigger an SMS or an internal follow-up by the sales team. HubSpot's workflow builder makes it like easy using if you're using the if and then branch in such scenarios. So ensure your communication doesn't hit a dead end and that no lead or customer is left behind. So the next tip is test small, measure, then scale, right? So don't try to automate every messages at once. That's number one bad thing to do. You need to sort with one case at a time, like post form WhatsApp messages, right? Lead nurturing reminders, onboarding, step confirmation. We'll use these cases as a way of measuring the delivery rates, the response time, or the conversion or the ticket resolution impacts. So once your validation that this works, the scale process, replicate it across pages, or introduce new flows, right? It's better to optimize one great workflow than build 5 average ones. So finally, a quick tip on quick actions to do is WhatsApp is now a mission critical channel, not just nice to have. So it's imperative that if you will be improving your marketing scalability and improving engagement and communication within your audience, WhatsApp is the ideal tool to have it integrated with HubSpot. Having all the setup, deciding what kind of integration you're going to be having, if it's going to be the native integration or the third-party app, either way, this will improve on your engagement performance. So we at Ubrik, we are fully capable on providing you a well-practical structure or architecture and strategy in improving on your comms or your engagement performance with your audience, right? We understand your marketplace, we understand your audience. With the help of HubSpot, we will structure and create a process for you that will carry out all this. And if you are struggling in communicating with your audience, this is the time for you to check into this integration and see how it can improve your business. That's all I have for you guys. And over to Imran.
Thank you, George, for an amazing and insightful session. I'm sure our viewers learned a thing or two today, how to integrate the two platforms and optimize it to the max. We will definitely be conducting many more webinars in the near future. If you have any questions in the meantime or queries, please drop it in the box below and we'll be happy to address them. And with that, we finally conclude today's webinar. See you in the next one. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thanks so much for having me. Bye, guys.